Hello everybody and welcome to the very first episode on the show. I have thought about making a podcast for a very long time, but I was just like, no one would watch it, no one would be interested in it or whatever, and I finally just decided to say forget it. The people I look up to, Alex Earl, I'm one of the Earl girls, guys. The people I look up to are starting podcasts, and I really want to join in because I feel like I'm finally at the age now where I can talk about this and I can talk about different things that happen with teenage girls, and I feel like this idea or concept is one that can grow with me as I grow up and I mature, things like that. Well, I would like to say thank you to whoever's tuning in. I really appreciate you, and let's hope this podcast does something to my life. Well, it already has because I'm starting it, but yeah. Before we start, water check. Make sure you have your water, your snacks, your fan turned on. Make sure you're ready, because today we're going to be talking about Christmas, or if you don't celebrate it, the holiday season. I'd like to talk about gift ideas for a teenage girl because I got a bunch of different gifts or whatever. I want to go over some teenage girl gifts idea as a teenage girl. Hi. But I feel like a lot of people don't know what to get for the teenage girl in their life, and it's well, there's many things you could get them, but it really depends on personality and stuff like that. Honestly, if you're tuned into that girl's personality and the stuff that she enjoys doing, that she likes being involved in, things that matter to her, really. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because this is for the more feminine side of teenage girlhood. This is for the pink, earring wearing, necklace, Barbie core girls or whatever that are very feminine and upfront, things like that. And I feel like,
girl, if you don't start the video.
One thing that is always good for a teenage girl during the holidays is necessities. I mean, you can add in clothes. Clothes are always a necessity. Just make sure to get them in her style or she will not wear them. I'm telling you. I have stuff in my closet that is so, I feel so bad, so buried and gone, and it's just not it or whatever. And you really have to go off, maybe if she has a more tomboyish style or very feminine, very girly like me, things like that. And also, it depends, you can always get a girl plushies. Girls will always want plushies. I mean, look at him, he's so cute. He's I'm trying to determine whether or not he's my first or second favorite Sanrio character, because to the people who know me know I'm a Hello Kitty girl through and through. It's actually let me reach over. It's gotten to the point where I have this and also sorry, my friend just sent me an Instagram post. And this one, I got this from my ex. He's so icky, but we're gonna get onto that later. I feel like those are always good things to get a girl because they'll always be able to use it. You can go to sleep with a stuffed animal, and you don't even have to be feminine or girly in order to get a stuffed animal. just because I like Sanrio and stuff does not mean you have to get your teenage girl a Sanrio character, because I know not everybody's a Hello Kitty girl, which, like, I know it seems strange in this day and age to be like, oh, I'm not a Hello Kitty girl, because Hello Kitty girls are all the rave now, but some people are just not in for that trend or whatever, and I feel like you kind of have to, like, go based off. That's why I'm saying, like, a teenage girl's personality plays such a big part in what you're supposed to get for them, because if you get the wrong thing for that girl, she's going to be appreciative because the thought that still matters, unless she's just, like, very superficial, and she's still going to, like, appreciate the idea and the fact that you thought of her. Sorry, my friend called and he knows he's not supposed to, but yeah, I feel like that's the main things that you need to consider, because not every girl is the same. Girlhood is different for each and every person. I know people who literally have war flashbacks. I'm talking like Vietnam, Iraq level. Well, I don't want to say that because that sounds insensitive, but like I know people who have PTSD from girlhood, basically, and they're freaking out about it, and they're going over all their horror stories of the acne and the, like, periods and everything. And, like, I know everybody's different, so you really have to go over that. But I feel like another Christmas idea would just be to let that person spend time with their partner, if they even have one. Because the holiday seasons are supposed to be with people that you love. And someone's partner is obviously someone that they love, you know? I feel like it would be great or whatever. I understand if you, like, can't trust your teenage girl to, like, spend time with the person that they, like, love in a romantic way. I completely understand that, and that's reasonable, to be honest. You know, you do you, but if there's just no reason and you're choosing not to, then you gotta at least branch out a little bit of that trust, because, you know, it's all about the people who you love. Speaking of men, I feel so messy. You're like, I'm trying to form a sentence. My boyfriend, I love my boyfriend. I love my man so much, so much. If anything happens in the future and you hear me talking a completely different story, don't mention it. Like, don't mention it if I'm telling you a different story, okay? But for right now, I love my boyfriend. But you never know what the future holds, so don't hold me to that, okay? I promise. I love my man. I love being with my man. But I feel like a main issue for, like, the holiday seasons is that we're on break. I'm obviously not seeing him because, like, it's not, allowed, because that trust isn't being branched out, you know? I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's a great idea. Whatever. Oh my gosh, I sound like a robot, but I feel like it's a great idea for people, and honestly that can work for not just teenage girls, to be honest. I feel like that one's a universal thing. If someone's not being able to, like, spend time with one of the people that they love, obviously it's gonna, like, affect them, you know what I mean? Excuse me, my nose is itching. But things like that, like, you really have to, like, put some thought and consideration into that, because, like, I don't know, I'm just one teenage girl out of millions. I'm just one teenage girl out of, like, millions. So take what I'm saying with a huge, and I mean huge, like this big grain of salt, because I speak for me and the people I know in my life. You can know some completely different people, and that's okay. But I don't know. I feel like those are like the main universal things you can get for a teenage girl. If you have any other ideas, like, put them in the comments. I'll read them, I'll go over them. But I feel like that's gonna be end of today. I know, guys, short. I'm starting off short, but in the future I'll have more to talk about. Bye. I love you.